So drawing for me comes back to music. I never studied music, but the minute I'm on a stage or with a group of musicians, I know what to do. And so I trust that intuition. So I apply that to drawing. So I want these to feel like jazz compositions. When I was offered this opportunity to show at the Drawing Center and immediately seeing the columns running right down the center of the space, it became clear that I had to turn the space into the home of Sir Dingley. Sir Dingley is an imagined ancestor. I created this character to allow me to play with all the ideas and all the ancestors that I haven't met. I'm known for making these small, intimate sculptures, these high detailed dioramas. And so for me, this was essentially scaling that up. So when a visitor enters the space, I really want them to feel like you've entered the home of this night. When I started to hear the term genetic trauma, I thought I wanted to take a different approach and think about genetic imagination. And being from the diaspora, being from the Caribbean, there's only so far back you can look into your history before it starts to become obscured and impossible to grasp. You'll see a lot of lovers. You'll see a lot of the idea of the creation of life, the origin of life. You'll see dance. The act of masquerade is very, very important to me. From my first carnival experience, seeing relatives and people transform themselves with face paint or adorning their bodies with feathers, I felt I needed to create Sir Dingley for myself because it was such a deep connection to the freedom and the expression of my Trinidadian family, which I feel has been lost. You grow to a certain age where you have to act a certain way. This freedom felt lost to me, the child that would just want to dance in the streets. So the costume is a way of entering that to bring that back and remind myself. When you enter the space, you'll see that it's mainly built and the walls are held up with scaffolding. Scaffolding for me is such an important tool. It's almost like charcoal in a sense as one of the oldest materials for building. And the patina on the scaffolding interests me as much as the paintings. I think like if we're to look at a moment like this with the splattered paint, where I'm thinking of Frank Bowling and an artist like that, I also think I was staring so much at the scaffolding, seeing how color could be spattered and speckled. So a common theme in Cantai Altar is celebration and joy. Joy is such a part of my family and our time together. And this really feels like a tribute to my parents and all that they've done so we could be here, and all the ancestors whose shoulders I stand on. I don't want to just only imagine their trauma. I want to think of how they celebrated. And this definitely is a moment where I feel we're a space where people can come to celebrate.